Welcome back, retailers. How you going? It's summer in Melbourne. You wouldn't know right now. It's about 12 degrees and it is cold. Grand solar minimum. Look it up. Now, over the weekend we had the big sales. We had the Black Friday sale. Now, a lot of retailers were doing it, but there were some that decided not to. One of the ones was our client. Last year, she spent a lot on promoting Black Friday, discounted products heavily. This year, she didn't need to do it. And the reason for that was that business was going a lot better. She didn't need to go and discount everything. And her profit was up 50% on last year. So she decided, I'm not going to do one this year. I don't need to. And that promoted a little bit of discussion on LinkedIn from a few people saying, yeah, well, different things for different businesses, which is true, right? So there might be a lot of reasons. Like we saw some businesses were only discounting certain lines, which makes sense. But it's interesting this time of year because I think for the first time in Australia, Black Friday has really taken over. I even heard car dealerships advertising Black Friday deals. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Boxing Day sales this year, which has traditionally been Australia's big sale day. So there's more to come, but for this client, when she was 50% up, and one of the main reasons that happened was because this is her ads, and you can see here the ads in the last couple of months, how they've just really taken off in revenue. And you can see the numbers year on year there, where we've only spent an extra 2%, but we've got an extra 417%. Or we've spent an extra $93 and we've made an extra $19,000 on what she did last year. So, and all that has come not necessarily from optimizing the ads, right? Those upticks have come from optimizing in what you would traditionally call SEO tasks. And they're ones that we've been doing for years. Some SEOs do them, some SEOs don't. But it's about making everything work properly. And it's about helping Google understand what your site is about, so it can direct the right users to your site. So for instance, if you're not doing ads, and you didn't do ads for Black Friday, you may have missed out on some significant amount of sales, because when we go and look for, say, women's shoes on Google, we don't see anything else except ads. So essentially, page one organically now for a lot of these shopping-based searches is actually page number 2. It's not really page number 1, because you've got to get past all of this stuff, all down here, all down here, all down here, and then we get to the number 1 organic result. So, you know, you've got to still do those SEO tasks. You've got to, because they're essentially about a good user experience. And there are some that are, say, Google specific, like sitemaps, those sorts of things. You've got to do those as well. But by and large, it's about making the site easier to use for the customers. And this was another interesting case of someone else choosing not to do Black Friday. This is a big label out of the US called The Ordinary. I think it's from Decium Brands. And they actually closed their shop and they closed their online retail store on Black Friday, but they had discounts leading up to that. So some may say, oh, it's a bit of a gimmick. Well, maybe, but you know, there's different ways to handle it, different ways to stand out from the noise. I even saw some people getting upset that in Australia it had taken off because Black Friday, oh, you know, it's related to other things and bushfires and yeah. So for the first time this year in Australia, Black Friday has really probably hit the Australian marketplace more so than any other year before. So it'd be interesting if it takes off again next year and what's going to happen to Boxing Day sales this year. I'd be interested to know, if you're a retailer, what your thoughts are on this. Did you have a sale? Why not? Yes? Did it go well? Are you going to do, if you're an Australian retailer, are you going to do a Boxing Day one? Be very interested to know. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much.